Hi, I'm Mick from Planet Narrowboats. We run a company using our narrowboat as the tool for our jobs, and we take people out for experience days or even training days to let them get an idea of what it's like to live on a narrowboat, to operate a narrowboat, to steer it, to turn it round. All the functions that we have to do on a narrowboat, people can experience them in a day. We're interested really in people who are considering buying a boat, people who are considering having a holiday on a boat. These people will benefit from learning how to handle a boat more safely and handle a boat more competently. If it's a holiday, for example, the holiday starts at day one. You're not having to spend 3 days pinballing your way down the canal. If it's a buyer, then maybe these people need to understand what's involved, and maybe the idea of changing their life and buying a boat is not what they want. So it's a way to get an understanding of what you can do on a narrowboat, how it is to operate the narrowboat, and what the life is like. So who are we really aiming for? I would think people who are considering a life change, considering living on a boat, and the first stage maybe to just spend a small amount to have one day out on a boat and see what it's like. It's okay watching some of these television programs, and it all seems very idyllic there, but come out when it's raining, come out when it's not so warm, and find out what it's like to live on a narrowboat, and understand the life that we have. If we consider also the way that the boat is operated, I wrote a book called Narrowboating Solo with a Crew. This book is available on eBay, but it's also given free as part of the course. And the philosophy is that we try and get people operating the boat in a manner that is similar to when operating solo as when you're operating it with a crew. That way, if for a very short term you are without a crew, for example if your crew member is having a shower or something like that, or if for a long term, if you've got an illness or an injury, you can continue to operate the boat and get to a safe haven. You're not stuck in the middle of nowhere and unable to move the boat around. You can do that using the same operating method. Our typical day would be to start around 8:30. We would have a reasonably long talk on safety, maybe an hour, just to ensure that you understand the risks involved in narrowboating and the way that we can look at these risks and reduce the potential of them causing you problems. We would then set off at maybe about, say, 9:30, run till lunchtime. We provide a lunch at that point, and we would probably have reached the turning point at that stage. We turn the boat round, bring the boat back and finish around 5 o'clock. So it's a reasonably full day. In summer we can maybe get a few more hours out of it. We really are there to give you the day that you want. If you want to make it longer, we don't mind. We can take it longer. As far as solo operators are concerned, we do a course specifically for solo operators, people who are considering taking a boat out on their own and wondering, how do I get through a lock, how do I do various activities on the boat. We do that specifically for these people, and we would take them out on a one-to-one basis. They would be in control of the boat all the day. They would understand how to get through locks, they would understand how to turn the boat round, and at the end of it, hopefully, would be confident enough to have a go on their own. If they want to come back and try it again, then they can do that. I've had people who wanted an extra day just to make sure they were okay, but in general, we give you the tools and just ask you to go away and try and practice it, and we think it works. If you're interested in contacting us, you can do that by email or by a phone. We've got a tweet account as well, so whatever you want to do, if you want to get in touch with us, there will be a banner on the bottom of this which you can pick it up on. So thanks for listening. Goodbye.